so want to play Nightmare on Phasmo. Not now, but like, god damn. What a trip.
Oh, my subscription ran out.
Imagine having to beat Phasmo with only 2 evidence types.
What are the 2 evidence types? Or each ghost only does 2 things instead of 3?
Correct. And the way that they corrected for how fucked up that was is every ghost has an evidence type that will always appear when it's that.
I just realized I gotta do my laundry. I'll be right back.
As a really funny note, you will not, if you ever get dots and ghostwriting, I think at Ghost Orb, you'll never know if it's the Diogen or the they.
Resubscribe.
Because
You have my
apparently,
Prime
I'll be at my desk later. I'm not there yet because I'm grabbing food.
so basically the Diogen will always know where you are and moves relatively fast until it gets near you. Whereas the they moves insanely fast and can only be made less violent by staying near its ghost room, where it hunts from. Also, all the hiding spots are basically fucked. And you can't check sanity. And sanity pills don't do much. All the good stuff.
That sounds horrible.
Yeah, but you get paid 6 times as much instead of 3 times as much. I think.
I mean, I'm down
Or
to
is it
try some
4?
tonight, but
Look, I just want to see you all die screaming to a ghost. Preferably a violent one. It's okay though, they're all violent.
Huh?
joke's on you. My fetish is getting choked by ghosts.
Oh, so that
Congratulations.
explains why you do that so much. Well, you know, it's kind of like changed where you get the game primarily to, where you get the game and you spend most of the time deliberately so losing and seeing what different ways you can lose. Wait, I feel like none of you have played Changed Fuck Me.
No,
I have extensively.
Huh?
Okay.
never
I was
heard
explaining that there are some games that you get because you love losing them.
Mm.
And Changed is one such game.
Wait, is that the TF game?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Why am I not surprised that you've played that?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't played it, but I've watched playthroughs.
Look, I know to expect that Paolo's played it.
I have not played it. I just know of it.
Go play it. It's like literally free on Steam.
Sure.
But me, be into TF, never. I don't know what you're talking about.
Mm.
Wants to
definitely
recap
not.
us.
We were in the witch market. We met my patron. She asked us to basically work for her even more. Some of us agreed, and then we went on a very wild shopping trip. where we bought a bunch of strange things.
So then, Paolo, you passed out last night. So you get to pick one stall, and then there are no more stall choices for any of you. Where does Seeker go?
Foundry is not McFucking loading. Foundry. Wake the fuck up.
So while Paolo answers that question, I recently learned apparently that they showed a bunch of like classical poems and stuff from famous authors to people, and then they showed AI generated stuff, and when the people didn't know if it was AI or not, they thought that it was human. And that it was really good. Generally, they rated the AI stuff higher. We live in a dystopia.
Maria is...
I cannot get Foundry to load. Is anybody else having issues?
I had to reload the page twice, but it came up.
I'm on my
It
third
worked for
time
me.
reloading.
Would you like to use? Do you have a different internet browser you can use?
Yeah, I'll go do that. Microsoft Edge, here we go. I do not have any other browsers except for Microsoft Edge and Firefox.
All right, I'm gonna allow you to each roll a d20.
Just the D20?
Yep, it's just a flat check.
Ah! Ah! Do I get a hero point?
No, but you
I'm
do get to
finishing up
use
some
a hero
food,
point to reroll.
so I'll roll later.
I'm just gonna fail horribly and see what happens.
It's not even loading on Edge. What the fuck?
Personally, I like when people consent to die. Makes
I have a
things
backup
easier.
character.
I'm
I
gonna
have
use
lots
an
of backup
entirely
characters.
different device. Nope. Will you let me in, Foundry? Please, please.
As long as you promise that Maria dies a good death. Or a horribly painful one.
It just has to be interesting.
Well,
Yes.
I know what I'm choosing. To let Maria die.
What the fuck is wrong with Foundry? I'm sorry. I don't know why it's not fucking working.
It's okay, we'll give you about 5 more minutes before we move on. Do you want me to roll for you?
Yes, please. Let me go delete all my cookies and see if that helps.
Oh no, Paolo is now without cookies.
It's fine.
So the puff... No, wait, did. Hang on a second. Here we go.
Did the thing I was supposed to do.
Yeah, I misread. Lycount, are you going to be able to roll, or do you want me to roll for you? Hallow, you got a 4. Do you want to re-roll that? Using your hero point.
Thank God it finally loaded. It was the cookies. Give me 1 second, I can reroll myself.
What do you than I can manage.
Oh god. I'm supposed to be seeing something right now, I'm assuming.
Give it a
There
minute.
we
You just
go.
As
cleared
I
your
said, I'm gonna be
cookies.
heading up in a moment.
Okay,
Good.
so I will do your roll for you then.
Oh, I see what happened.
I will use my hero point and reroll. 1d20. Boop. I said 1d20. What?
Let me. Wait, why doesn't it let you Why doesn't it let you use it? Oh, right, fair.
It didn't. It just. I right clicked on it and it didn't say I could.
Okay, well, your reroll was a 19.
Okay. I don't know why I did it twice.
It happens.
Thank you.
Okay, so you're going to pick one of the stalls to visit.
We got plants with a bunch of spoons. We got shells and fruits and mushrooms. Whoopsie. We got flowers. We got plants. I'm gonna go to this stall with all the shiny stuff. Flowers are pretty, but glowy rocks are prettier.
Okay.
Seeker walks up and points at the crystals. What do those do?
The merchant sees as, you have an interesting eye for quality. Well, these are quite special. They house the soul and passion of certain adventurers who met an unsightly end.
I wonder what could be done with that.
She he pulls one. Sorry, she pulls a particularly strange gray and white one out. It seems to have a moon, a small little moon on top. This one in particular looks like it would suit you quite well.
In what way?
Well, legend has it that a very, very unique werewolf once roamed the material plane. They caused all kinds of chaos and havoc, basically destroying the world at one point. And this is the crystal that they ended up in. Well, it ended up capturing them, rather.
And how would this be able to... What would I do with it, I guess is the question.
Well, the crystals are sometimes known to possess the wearers. It'll rarely do anything too far out of line with the wearer's typical desires, but they feel and experience the chaotic and creative drive of the person who originally wore them. Basically, it's like they're possessing you.
What would you ask for it?
For this, I would have a quest. I require someone to capture a crystallized piece of the moon.
Sounds fascinating, although I'm not entirely certain on how to do that.
There's an archmage who roams the material plane. She's very talented, and she's also very personable if someone interests her. If you showed her this, then you would absolutely catch her interest with it. He knows. Also, Paolo, your keyboard is coming over.
Fuck, sorry. Typing this down so I don't forget it.
I appreciate that.
Where is Crisp? There we go. You should no longer hear taka-taka noises.
Okay.
Would this position happen randomly?
It can, though usually it's somewhat in line with the will of the one who did it, who's inside of it.
I'll take it.
She threads it carefully, and with something that looks like a fishing line, and then places it around the seeker's neck. Okay, so now that we've finished that whole bit, now I'm going to give you something super incredibly interesting. Each of you gets to pick an NPC somewhere around the witch market. Each of them has their own unique story, and some of those stories might affect your journey later on, for good or bad. You may end up finding out some unholy secrets about the nature of the world that terrify you and make your character want to hug a plushie. Bet you thought I was going to say something else. You're not coming over, by the way.
It's impossible to
Oh,
know.
sorry. I was gonna say I choose the one in the bottom right there, the blue one.
Okay, one second.
Should we move our NPC over to, or not our NPC, our token over to who we're picking?
Can it be a vendor
Yes, you
at one of
should.
the stalls?
And each of you will get the chance to interact with whoever one of you chooses. So we're going to do this in order of the people who call it. That means Ashland's first.
Okay, well I'll put my token over in the area.
There are so many interesting looking choices.
Why do I keep confusing right and left? Actually, since some of you are technically AFK, there is something I very much forgot to grab. So I'm going to be back in 5 minutes.
Okie doke.
Also, Ashton, which one are you going for? This one or the rainbow haired?
No, the it's WMF 21 with the blue. Sorry, it's behind the planty stall.
The blue dragon with the
Oh,
blue
that one?
outline thing.
So I don't have. I obviously wasn't going to name every NPC. So like they are little. So WMF stands for Witch Market Fae.
Makes sense. I'll have Plague Bolt over here. Because after all of Witch Market stuff and her hair being changed, and her now having a collar, and apparently he being bound to someone, she is like kind of grumpy.
While everyone else continued to shop, Maria was sitting down under the tree, examining the feather and making notes in her alchemy notebook.
That we have learned you don't even need.
Hmm.
I think you posted that like you don't need like the formulas at all because you're alchemist.
Alchemist still needs a formula book. It's just like how the wizard has a spell book, the alchemist has a formula book. Like, you get one for free by picking the class at first level.
I thought it was. I don't remember what the thing was. Was it even you that posted, or was it somebody else that posted somewhere else? I know. Not important. Ah, shit. My cards, no.
Maria is actually carrying like 6 books. So, anyway. Because I keep picking up random books places.
Bookie books.
Reminds me, I forgot to. System forgot to ask our lovely DM about a slight change to the classes for the Plague Bolt. We got to ask about switching to Swashbuckler since it would suit the fact the Plague Bolt is a little bit more prone to announcing herself rather than hiding.
Which one are you gonna get rid of? Rogue or Thaumaturge?
Rogue.
Mm.
See, I don't know if finishers and sneak attacks can stack, but even if they could, one, as someone who also runs a D&D campaign, God no. Oh, please don't make me have to adjust the NPCs to have that much hit points. And two, I want to keep the idea that the Plague Bolt knows a lot of random esoteric things, even though she seems a little bit stupid sometimes. And
Sneak
Thaumaturge
would
lets me
stack.
do that.
Precision damage does not stack from multiple sources.
Oh, it doesn't? Okay.
Okay, that's good to know. It's also a big bucket of oh thank God.
However, a barbarian rogue could sneak attack while in rage, which is terrifying.
I bet that would count as a jump scare.
Oh my god.
Because the extra damage you get from rage is not considered precision damage. It's its own thing.
Looking it up, from different sources, it does stack unless the specific source entry says they don't.
Okay.
But either way, you don't want to, so it makes sense. You don't want to use it.
I mean, if you just wanted to be like an expert at all skills and do like a stupid amount of precision damage, you could always go investigator rogue.
That was
I
another
just can
thing
use the shit out of my computer, sorry.
that was another thing I'd considered, investigator rogue. Oh, because it would still fit into the treasure hunter thing, but there's a lot of like I think there's a decent amount of intelligence on our party. Which means we do have a lot of knowledge-based characters. If anything, our party's kind of squishy.
My int is +1.
I am an alchemist. I have a very high intelligence.
I think mine's +1. Yeah.
My stats are in Dex and Charisma.
I don't know. I think I'm as squishy as a barbarian that just put like +2 into con. I think that's it. And then never increases it.
Wait, are
So
you
you're a
barbarian
barbarian?
rogue?
Okay.
No. I mean, I considered it, but I went with something different instead.
Okay.
It's just that a kineticist gets, kineticist's main stat is Constitution. So after
Oh, right.
Constitution,
If you
yeah, 8
go
plus con.
if you go elemental barbarian and kineticist with the same element, the rage damage applies to all of your kineticist abilities.
Yeah, I did, but I didn't want to be a barbarian. I went to.
Okay.
I really liked
So
getting a lot of skills and skill feats. I
we
had a character concept going. I just made that.
okay.
Sorry, welcome back.
So thank you. There's something I forgot to mention that we are retconning in.
Mhm.
So Raitha actually gave you a warning during your conversation. She told you that because of the nature of time, some of the people that you interact with here, most of the people you interact with here have never met you, but some of them may come from a much later point in your journey than you're at. There's no way to tell.
Hmm.
Nope.
Also, for quick reference, I'm changing the NPC I went for because I was informed of some stuff.
Okay, so then we are getting started again. Tips drink menacingly. So then each of you go up to approach the NPC.
I think Ashlyn was first, and I will say that Plague Bold's more grumpily outside the market area.
Oh,
Over
to
here.
be clear, by the way, the party is allowed to interact. It's just that each player only gets one choice. Which is to say, once you choose someone, anyone can interact with that person.
We can all stay next to our people that we picked, but we can we can just pretend that we're all next to the person being interacted with at the moment.
Nope.
Just so we don't forget.
Nope, I forbid it.
Okay, well,
I have forbidded it.
why have you forbidden it?
Arbitrary reasons.
Well, that's silly.
Yes, silly, whimsical, all the things you want this game to be. You're welcome.
Okay.
Okay, so the NPC that is north of Risa right now, or just above Risa, that's the one that she's going to be going for.
Okay. So I will allow you all to move your tokens closer to the correct NPC.
Oh my
Because
god.
I love you. Because I
I
love
don't know
you
who the
all.
hell I don't know who the hell I want. I don't care about any of these bitches.
Rude.
Well, that's really unfortunate because some of them are potentially going to be killing you later on in the game.
Incorrect. I will kill them first.
Good
I will
luck.
kill them here, and that way it will fuck up the timeline.
Technically,
I
that
don't
would
want to
work.
get the fight. Oh my
Okay,
god.
that means Maria has to fire up on this whole place.
Considering this place is owned by my witch patron, no.
Damn.
So,
Bootlicker over here. Bootlicker.
Oh my god.
So, where's the Plague Bolt?
He is over
Pouting.
here.
The Plague Bolt is very cute.
I don't see where the Plague Bolt is, though.
Plague Bolt has been sparkle dogged.
Oh, okay. We're bringing you over here. Boop.
What? She feels she was doing something. Playbolt feels she was doing something else. Now she is here.
The felinoid creature notices your approach and says, "Ah, it seems you found the witch market. Congratulations on that."
Well, certainly.
Playbolt thinks this witch market found us somehow.
This one is curious. Is it your first, third, or fifth time?
First.
You know, given Riza's nature, I'll let you decide the
First.
okay.
The Playbolt is half sure this is her first time here. She's not entirely sure or with anything anymore.
Riza says currently first, at least on my current continuity.
Well, Playbolt question, what that supposed to mean?
It means that the different people have different timelines. And as far as her experiences go, this is the first time that she has experienced this place and been able to keep it recorded. It helps to know the sorts of language when you're dealing with this place.
Playbolt gives the most massive blank expression she possibly could.
Ah, you seem almost familiar with us. Have you met us sometime in the future?
No, you shall go to meet me.
Hmm.
Playbolt does not think she likes the idea of this strange time thing.
Well, you see,
It makes
time is all wibbly wobbly and timey wimey.
I'm gonna.
it this makes her brain feel twisted and tumbled, like being put through a washer.
How far into the future will we go to meet you?
It is. Thanks for a moment. This one wonders, have you, how many times have you met the fox or the dream mage, the Oniromancer?
Once again, blank stare from the Playbolt.
If you are talking who I think you are talking about, 2? Or is it 3?
She counts on her fingers. Very well. If you've met the Oniromancer 2 times at this point, it is likely going to be uh, anywhere from months to years. This one didn't really keep track.
Well, that's still a long while away.
Hmm. Well, it's nice to meet you again, sort of.
It is nice to meet you. In fact, this one has a very important gift she was waiting here to give you. So that you did not need to engage in other risk behaviors to find it.
Riza will say, before we accept the gift, this isn't a bootstrap, right?
Playbolt doesn't even think you wear boots. Do you?
No, technically, you are given it. You had been given this. You had given this to this one, saying that she should give it to you when she first meets. Well, not first. When you first meet her.
It's a bootstrap, she says with a sigh.
Well, no, it has already happened several times.
So when we meet you in the future, we have to give you this item so that we can complete the loop. Got it.
In theory,
Wrong
I
button.
prefer not to create any time paradoxes, Maria says.
We're already creating it. So go ahead and give it. And whatever ends up exploding as a result of it, well, we'll deal with that later.
She ends
The
up
time loop's already happening so hard that you're echoing.
she gives you another coin like the one that you brought here, and you realize that that one is missing. Who would take it? You know what? Riza can have this one.
Okay, Risa will take the coin.
But remember, and this is a very important instruction, each of you can only use this once. But otherwise, you can come here as many times as you desire.
Very well.
Like, Bolt just
Also,
looks at whatever. Oh, sorry.
you would be wise to frequently purchase bottles of milk.
What?
There is a
Maria
point.
takes a note.
There is a point in your journey where you end up meeting a strange creature made from teeth. If you feed the cat milk, they will be a lot more amicable to you and not try to eat you.
Oh, exciting. I always loved a little bit of body horror in the morning.
Flagbolt looks between the stranger, then Henrisa, then the stranger again. Flagbolt's going to need to get a bag of holding that can keep items refrigerated. Or we're going to have bottles of curdled cheese in our bags.
I already have one, so that's fine.
This just gets another stare from her.
It's not hard
Flagbolt
to
is
insulate a bag of holding.
As long as you never encounter the Backman, you'll probably be fine.
the Plaguebolt was told it would cost extra to insulate her bag of holding. I mean, by the merchant she bought it from. She's now very frustrated.
Risa will then also pull out a ladle and say, "This also can purify anything that I put in it."
Oh, you have one of those too. Maria pulls out a teaspoon that does basically the same thing.
The Plaguebolt is concerned. New friend Henriza and friend and Maria are starting to seem a little bit too similar.
Well, you know, someone tries to poison you once, shame on you. Someone tries to poison you twice, shame on me. Any liquid stirred with this teaspoon becomes drinkable.
Either
The
way,
plague
this one has given you advice. You should hopefully survive long enough to give this one the coin back. Or for the first time.
again, this just makes the Plaguebolt look very confused.
Certainly.
Maria just pats the plague bolt on the head. It's okay, dear. Time is a difficult concept.
You would be shocked by how many of this one's friends have actually agreed on that exact concept. It is very hard to throw parties.
Flagbolt just opens her notebook and writes down. Time is not normal. Time is definitely not normal.
To be fair, time is just a construct that you have created to help you explain the universe as you interact with it. But when you end up interacting with more of the universe, then your mechanism stops working as well.
This again leads to a dumbfounded expression.
You do not need to know what the color blue is until you have to interact with the color blue.
Oh, she gets it now. I'm sorry, I couldn't help having that be where she actually got it. Look, I'm really trying to play it the fact her head's full of fluff.
Wait, what if her head's full of scales and you just don't know?
Well, it's made full of scales now. When she's in her real form, it's full of fluff.
Okay, so I think that it was either Seeker or the Pluffs who chose second.
Was it based on the rolls?
No.
Because
You'll find out later.
I had gone over here to this NPC.
So which one of you was second?
I think it was the plus.
Okay.
I thought it was Seeker.
So
You wanna
then
go first?
I say do Seeker first.
Seeker
Okay.
first.
I went over to this person.
Quickly surround them.
It's too quick surround them. Imagine just getting approached by a swarm of people all staring up at you.
The rainbow dragon looks up and down at each of you. Wait a minute. Where's the wolf guy?
This gets a perked eyebrow from Flagbolt. Then she looks around. What?
He's
Oh, well,
here.
man.
I think we left him behind at the toy stall.
They would look at Chase and then say, or Cash, my bad. Cash. There you go.
Oh no.
They would
She
look
was
at
so
Cash
tired.
and say, well, yeah, I know you're here, but like the other wolf. Last time you guys had a wolf with you.
Blink,
Maria
blink.
looks confused.
Seeker looks at
Other
their necklace
wolf?
and then holds up the crystal.
You mean this guy?
The Flagbolt does not have.
No,
The
there was
wolf form.
there was like a werewolf with you.
I presume this is one of the people that we meet in the future, unless they know something else. Do you know their name?
No.
Was there
Any
anyone else
guess
or
of
just a
what
wolf?
they look like?
I'm really bad with names.
I have a question. Did I have wings at this point?
I'm pretty sure you didn't have wings.
Maria seems to frown, taking some more notes.
Okay. Seeker roll will save.
Yeah, I ain't shit.
Bitch. He's bitched up. Look at him. He's done.
Something is going to happen to me.
He's fucking dead.
Excuse me.
Well. Well then. Suddenly you see the seeker turn into a very large white and gray werewolf.
Who
Seeker.
turn? Who turns into what?
Can I get out the Scottish
Is
accent?
it?
Yeah, I was about to be like, is he wearing nothing but cargo shorts?
Yes. Yes,
Oh
that is
boy.
It's
correct.
Flaylon.
Um,
Oh
Well,
boy, I'm
hello
not
there,
good.
big boy. Maria looks over. I feel
This
like I would have
causes
fallen in love with you in another life.
this leads to the plague wall yelping and confused, who's running over here to hide behind Irisa. Ah! What has
Here
happened?
you go.
Why has friend
Could you
Seeker turned
could
into
you
a
turn them
werewolf?
back, please?
What is that?
You-
What
Could you
happened?
turn them back, please?
I love how he's already in rage.
We really need. Oh shit, we do have Quaylon's token. Excellent. I forgot that we still have that.
Oh my god. Waylon looks around, very confused.
Maria is standing there looking him over. And who might you be?
Who might you be? Who the
I
fuck
am
am
you.
I? Although this isn't the first time I've suddenly appeared in a very strange location, but you think anyone would have come with me?
I'm
Can,
Maria.
can
And
we focus? Can we focus, please?
The dragon
Who
just
are
stares
you?
at Phelan. Very well. Our arm wrestling competition continues. If you defeat me this time, it shall be 2-1. 2-0.
Waylon turns to them, smiles toothily, and cracks his knuckles. Ah, you got yourself a battle, you did.
Okay, honest question. Does the dragon happen to resemble the dragon that Quaylon took out of the sky?
You know what? Sure.
Excellent.
Roll athletics.
Seeker's gone now forever. Rip running.
Roll Seeker's athletics.
No, Phelan's.
I don't think I have his feet in here.
Let me see. Yeah, you're not Soda Soda. Give me a second.
Seeker is dead.
No, he's not.
He's dead.
Okay,
Never gonna see him again.
Oh my god.
oh, y'all have like
He's
all of the
fucking
old
dead.
characters in here.
Where
yeah,
am
kinda.
I
He's
looking?
fucking dead. He's
Link search
deadified.
result.
Sorry?
Wait.
Yeah,
So you should have. You should be able to open the sheet now by double clicking the token.
Oh, okay, thank you. Here he is. He's injured for some reason.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it, it's fine. Anyway,
Something about fighting a dragon that does that to you.
I don't think that was the last thing we did, but
It
sure.
is.
It was. That
Oh,
literally was.
Like we pile drive the dragon, and then like that was our last session.
41. God damn. Waylon still got it.
You managed to beat them in the arm wrestling competition, much to their dismay. I had trained all this time just to be able to finally defeat you. This was supposed to be my epic moment.
Thankful, thanks.
Is that the dragon saying it in character?
Yeah.
Oh, Cass is gonna respond to the back. Well, that's fine and dandy, but could you please give us back our thing, Seeker? To wherever this person is.
I didn't do that. The dragon
I don't look,
shrugs.
I don't look so down about it. Hey, maybe the reason that you lost again is because I wasn't a part of your training regimen. If you fight against me more regularly, you might get the upper hand on me sometime.
Risa will just add, well, maybe as well, both of you need to go into the hyperbolic time chamber.
Plaguebolt asked what the heck that is. What's a hyper?
Did you just have a Caesar? What the fuck was that that just came out of your mouth?
This Plaguebolt has actually tangled her tongue into a knot.
Maria under her breath, I'd like to be in your mouth. Anyway,
Risa just says, oh, I don't know. Sometimes trees tell me some weird things.
Anyway, who
Plaguebolt
are all
wonders.
of you? And where is this place?
this
You're in a
is
market in the Feywild. You replaced our compatriot that was here in your place right before you. That's about all you need to know. But
Hey, that place.
where were you last?
The Plaguebolt is the Plaguebolt. And she was right next to you when you exploded into existence or turned from being a seeker to being a werewolf, or her brain is still trying to
a
process.
tall drink of
what happened.
water. Maria winks.
And Maria, I can never just turn off the flirt.
Where was
It's
I
in my
last?
nature, dear.
While I was with me mate in their home. And now I'm here all of a sudden.
Well, can you tell us where your home is? Mayhaps our compatriot seeker switch places with you.
Not fucking here, I can tell you that.
Okay, but I'm actually asking genuinely.
I don't know where Phelan and Chappelle would have made a home.
Somewhere near a beach, because that was Chapette's wish the whole time, was that she wanted a place with a beach.
Wait, so you went to Orncrass's home?
Oh my god.
The dragon would just look at Phelan. Very well, since you've defeated me for the second time. Even though our third battle is yet to commence, I shall award you this. I picked it up from some weird chick who kept coming in here, looking for... Actually, I can't really remember. Weird. They offer you a strange medallion. It looks like a book. Or rather, it looks like a lightning bolt inside a fire, inside a book.
Fascinating piece of jewellery. Can I read it?
No, that's just the... it's a necklace.
I see.
It gets even funnier because Phelan might actually think of that as resembling someone he knows. Anyways, a certain fox that decided to run a library.
One single tear forms in his eye and runs it. This reminds me of an old friend. Thank you. And you know what they say, 3 times the charm. You'll get me next time, don't you worry.
They nod.
Like-
Very well. Looking forward to it. I'm gonna bring my A game next time.
The Plaguebolt has never seen a rivalry between a dragon and a werewolf. This market is truly a strange place.
What if the Plague Bolt is just a normie?
I'm really sorry for this, Rathana, but Risa will then turn to the dragon and say, you know, there's something about you. I feel like if you punch someone, it would just kind of obliterate them.
You know, I've been told that before. By anyone who's ever experienced it, but, well, there was that one guy, actually.
That reminds me of someone else I know.
So
Lots of good
anyway,
memories.
Plague Bolt decks.
Am I just Phelan now?
You can turn back whatever you want.
Okay.
Well,
Hmm.
Plaguebolt had wandered out here, and with those events, she probably wandered out there because she's just very confused
Oops.
and just flailing her arms. All the strange time shenanigans going on. Plaguebolt doesn't understand. Plaguebolt doesn't.
Seeker's fucking dead.
Waylon's
Yeah,
fucking
Waylon.
dead.
Upon arriving at the next person, you notice the Seeker is here. You did not see Waylon turn back into Seeker.
Plaguebolt turns
Oh, there he
around,
is. He's back.
sees the Seeker, looks away, and turns back. Wait, you're back again? What the?
You
I,
seem to.
uh, I, s- I
You,
sniffed the air to make absolutely sure that's the same Seeker.
you see a
The same
silver-furred
Seeker.
fox with teal wings.
Plaguebolt, very frustrated, goes over to this fox and says, "You, the Plaguebolt wants to know if you've seen her and her friends in any different timeline than any different other people with us."
No, I wouldn't say I've seen you. Not at this size, anyway.
What do you mean by not at this size? This is
Well, you were
Plaguebolt
bigger.
size. Well, Plaguebolt does not get bigger. She is perfectly Plaguebolt size.
You also didn't have legs. Yeah, this is a weird look for you. I'm starting to wonder if you're a different person.
The Plaguebolt is a Plaguebolt. Well, why would the Plaguebolt not have legs? She's always had legs, except that one time Mistress had to remove them to fix them, but she put them back. Complains Plaguebolt.
I don't know, you looked way more intimidating without the legs, to be fair.
I don't know. That just seems to confound
The
her.
Plaguebolt becomes the Snakebolt.
Plaguebolt asks, "Who are you, and why are you so far from the others, actually?"
I'm photosynthesizing. Also, people call me Foxy.
I can see why.
Plaguebolt turns and immediately baps Maria on the head.
Risa will just ask.
Can you even reach her head?
Risa will,
I'm pretty sure you see it so short.
Risa will just ask, is this an optimal spot to photosynthesize compared to the market platform?
I like to really dig my feet in. Can't do that with a place that's all boards.
Oh, fair enough. I think I'll join you while we converse then.
Are you? Plaguebolt asks, "Are you some kind of plant fox?"
Yeah.
What's it feel like to photosynthesize?
Barkley.
You know, it's like eating it's like eating a really, really pleasant candy that makes you incredibly warm and it's not thirsty.
It does sound nice.
Plaguebolt thinks that does sound nice too, but what does Friend Reason mean by sparkly? What kind of feeling is sparkly?
Well, think about the things you had to learn about that journal that you got earlier.
Oh,
Now imagine that you could taste that over your entire body.
the Plaguebolt does not want to taste glitter all over herself.
You know,
Foxy says,
admittedly, the last time I talked to you, you did not like to speak about yourself in the third person. Well, not as much. You still sometimes did.
Plaguebolt blinks. And what was the Plaguebolt doing here? Was she at least still with her friends? Plaguebolt seems especially curious about that last bit.
No, I wouldn't say that you were with your friends. You were trying to sell a potion.
Wait, what?
Mhm.
Plaguebolt's not an alchemist. Well, okay, she kinda is, but Plaguebolt makes poisons, not potions. this leads to the plague bolt darting around this fox, kind of trying to look at anything interesting about them. So
It's
roll
a
perception, if you.
sure. Well, it was this incredible potion that made you forget yourself and gain the ability to see a bunch of other worlds. I ended up buying it. It cost a lot, and I lost a bet.
Plague Bolt wonders what you bet. The Plague Bolt wonders what you charged. Also, another fucking 9 for my perception. This is going on for 2 weeks now.
Oh no.
Well, you see,
I think your character is screwed.
Well, you see, I used to eat a lot of meat, and was deeply, deeply carnivorous, and I gave the ability to do that up. So I decided that if I'm gonna lose that, I might as well just become a plant. Felt easier.
Mm.
Plague Bolt thinks most people just go vegetarian instead of becoming the vegetable.
I'm conscious.
That, sorry, Mac. That actually made my brain stop for an entire second. Nice.
Frieza will just say, "What's wrong with being a plant?"
Plague Bolt doesn't know what's wrong with being a plant because the Plague Bolt has never been a plant before.
Well, you should try it out.
Has a very bad feeling about something like that. Like the Plague Bolt already has her inanimate form. She doesn't need a plant version of it too.
Either way, would you like to buy that back?
The potion?
Yeah.
Plague Bolt? Plague Bolt considers this. Plague Bolt wonders what you would charge for it.
Oh, I just want to be a carnivore again. But I could turn you into a leshy if you want.
Plague Bolt does not want to be a leshy. Plague Bolt's not even sure what a leshy is.
How do you know you don't want to be one if you don't know what one is?
Because the Plague Bolt was made with intent. And the Plague Bolt would probably make certain people upset if she was not what she was made to and intended to be made to be. I'm sorry that talking as Plague Bolt is sometimes a bit of a challenge.
You're fine.
I really
Frieza then-
appreciate that we've never had trouble talking as Plague Bolt.
Frieza will just say, "Have you tried asking them if they'd be upset if you went or became a leshy for a while?"
I think we need to get. I think we need to get the Plague Bolt out of here. This seems like a situation of peer pressure, and that's not a good situation to be in.
Well, technically, I'll trade to any of you.
Maria seems to consider this.
The Plague Bolt notices that look on Maria's face. But she will not prevent Maria from experiencing whatever the sparkly feels like. Plague Bolt also turns to Cash and waves her paw at them. And the Plague Bolt can make her own decisions, good, bad, and probably stupid. She does not need someone telling.
As a bit of a warning, the only person who's able to drink the potion is the one who buys it. But it does replenish every so often.
The Plague Bolt is curious about this potion that the Plague Bolt has apparently sold you. Even if it was a different Plague Bolt that was bigger and didn't talk like the Plague Bolt. Besides, Plague Bolt will accept then.
The leshies have an intelligence flaw.
She takes the Plague Bolt's ability to eat meat and offers a strange, bubbling black liquid in a vial.
Plague Bolt does not know why, but she suddenly feels terrible for every single hamburger she has ever eaten. So while she's holding the potion, the idea of it flowing through her mind causes her to look pale for a moment. And
Oh,
this
I
will be the
should
first time.
say it's more of a it's more of a corked Erlenmeyer flask. Just for those wondering.
Oh, when I was where I said something stupid.
Go ahead.
A what? A corked or what? A what?
An Erlenmeyer
Erlenmeyer.
flask.
I don't know
Yeah.
what that is.
Again, because Plague Bolt is now experiencing guilt for every bit of meat she's ever eaten, her black scales actually turn pale white for a moment. That's the first time anyone's ever seen her change color.
Is the party aware that the plague bolt can no longer eat meat?
The conversation's happening in front of them, so
I would say they
Yeah.
do.
Well, just wanted to be sure. Risa will say, "Hey, don't worry. I am perfectly capable of getting you very nutritious berries if you need them."
Plague Bolt is suddenly reconsidering that leshy offer.
before fully handing over the vial, she will or the flask, she will just twirl it around a little, and the black liquid suddenly takes on a pink flaming texture. It actually looks like liquid flames.
I guess it makes sense that everything has a flame motif in this thing.
Well, technically,
Bolt
the
still-
plague bolt has a plant motif now.
Which, if the Plague Bolt is still handed the thing, she is now kind of holding it away from herself, very carefully.
It is
What's funny is,
it is corked, by the way.
oh, I know, but she's still like
Okay.
looking at it nervously.
Well,
Besides,
hold on,
funny.
dear. Bottoms up.
Plague Bolt is not sure she wants to drink something that looks like it's on fire.
Oh, I'm
Uh,
sure it's fine.
Isn't that the potion that makes you get yourself and get split across multiple universes so you can experience multiple lives?
No, I think that one's blue fire.
So anyway, she would just say, it feels good to be able to eat meat. I should probably start eating meat to celebrate.
The Plague Bolt doesn't ask the question, though. Are you still going to stay a plant person?
Probably.
Does that mean...
Oh, go on.
The Plague Bolt asks, does that make you a Venus flytrap now?
I'm a bit older than those. She
Risa will just
smiles.
Risa will grin and just say, "Look, I'm personally a fan of carnivorous plants."
The Plague Bolt, who knows very little of plants, does not exactly catch the reference. And yes, I know I could use esoteric lore, but I don't think Plague Bolt has a good provocation to do it.
Get fucked.
For now, she
Alright.
just store the potion.
So then, Ash or Maria, which one goes first?
Mm-hmm.
Which of you is going to bet your fate on an NPC that may kill you? But you don't know that.
Mm.
And I'm sure it wouldn't happen.
Give you a hug, Cash.
Mm-hmm. Cash is not really a betting man. Unless he already has had, unless he's had his cards read and he's got a good chance he's going to win. He's not a betting man.
Risk adverse.
Well, he's a businessman. You know, business people, they don't actually take risks. That's just a lie. They don't take risks once they're already established, and he's established.
So which one would Chase? Which one would Cash talk to?
Oh, is it my turn? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This one.
Where? Okay.
Just for the sake of funsies, because I don't know. My thought was like, I guess this one.
Oh, not a stall
or this one.
owner.
Oh, not a stall owner.
Yeah, any other NPC though.
Oh, well, that I don't know. Someone else pick for me. I don't care about any other ones.
This pink one right here, I'm curious about, but this doesn't seem like the person that Maria would approach.
I guess this guy, and then okay, then you go first. You go first.
You wouldn't want to go up to a dragonfly?
No, I don't get.
Damn.
I don't care.
Well, the person.
I only thought was either this guy or that one. Those are my only two ones that I really had any interest in, just because it looks neat. But so I guess this is the other guy. This is the one I'm settling for.
Alright, which of you is going first then?
Let Maria go first.
Maria is going to approach this person.
Well, all of you must approach that person.
Mostly because they look like the person that Maria would be most likely to flirt with in the market.
Besides Phelan, apparently.
That was a joke. Anyway.
Sorry.
I mean, Maria definitely would have flirted with Flayon if he wasn't already married to Chapette, but
The creature with glowing blue, fiery eyes looks at you. Wolfheim-like dragon.
Maria just walks up confidently. My dear, you have the most amazingly beautiful eyes.
Admittedly, the first time I've heard that one. Though I usually don't go without a mask.
Well, it's quite a shame for you to cover such a pretty face.
Maria, roll will save though.
And Maria's always looking for someone to flirt with.
It's
So the Plague Bolt.
her character, though.
I know that. Plague Bolt, just Swanee as Plague Bolt. But the Plague Bolt is looking around this Volpine-like dragon. She's not seen something like this before, she thinks. Maybe she has, and it's only slight vague.
Uh, 24.
There you go.
Maria goes from her normal flirty look to one of sorrow.
Like, well, does not seem to notice this at first.
What?
So she just asked the, oops, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
So she has asked the, Volpine and Dragon, Plague Bolt wonders what your name is and what brought you to this strange market.
I was just on a gathering mission. And this place happened to be along the road.
There are now tears running down Maria's face. I don't understand. Why are
It's
you?
typically why I wear a mask.
I see.
Oh,
So the sorrow comes from you.
No, I feel no sorrow at all. I revel in it.
Nightbolt is wary of someone who revels in sorrows.
Oh, that it's definitely good. Just she doesn't know the full context of that one. Not that it's worse or anything.
Maria just looks. What sort of creature are you? Still crying.
I suppose I will answer that with a question. What sort of creature revels and obsesses with death?
A necromancer? Out of character, I would have no idea. Can I roll like a knowledge check for Maria to figure it out?
what was the riddle again?
Well, damn. Okay. I guess Rita doesn't know about them.
Religion check?
Yep.
Could I also roll undead lore since I have that?
Nope. Not in this case.
I am
Pepperoni.
gonna use a hero point on that.
Pepperoni.
Roll one and roll worse. Cool.
Both get fucked. Like, I know the answer out of character, but
Did the Plague Bolt roll? Or, or is it
Any
only
of
for
you
Maria?
can roll.
Okay.
I will use my esoteric lore because I can use that for religion.
25.
I'll use my hero point because I've not used it. Nor did I remember to reset it because I'm a doofus.
I
Guess
have
who
a
exists
Twitter
only
account.
vaguely.
Nice.
Ooh.
What was the little riddle again? You repeat
What
it?
kind of creature revels in death?
Revels in death?
Psychopath?
What kind of creature revels in death?
That is something that each of you would need to know a do that roll though for. And you did not
I
roll
didn't
high
roll.
enough.
I didn't.
Cash and Plague Bolt would know.
Okay.
Seeker makes a dumb guess.
I will also be giving Plague Bolt a bit of a lore dump.
Maria seems too sad to be able to think. Boy, I really know how to pick them.
You certainly do.
Maybe I should have gone up to the dragonfly.
Why did you start crying again, sorry?
I
Okay.
failed the will save.
Oh,
You don't know the context other than that I failed a will save.
oh, okay. So I heard you were crying. I was like, wait, did I miss something? Wait, okay. Good to know that I just don't know.
Yes, to everyone else, it just seems like Maria burst into tears for no reason.
He would just look
Flagbolt.
down at Maria and say, I can understand your pain, even if you don't understand what brought you here. You are nowhere near broken enough to be visiting me, however. Not yet.
It was
All of
very
the
ominous.
At
all of the
this,
fur.
Maria takes a very firm step backwards. Almost
All
in horror.
She just chuckles at that.
Riza just seems to be puzzling though and says, um, dealing with death, well, many druids tend to, as decay is part of the cycle of life. But druids aren't a creature either.
Like Bolt's dreadlock kind of stand on edge as she looked through her book, referencing this to something she has heard about. While going wide-eyed, then carefully taking a step away from this creature. A step is 5 feet, not 10. Plague Bolt has an idea what this is. Friend Maria certainly knows how to pick who to flirt with.
No.
Plague Bolt makes no hyperbole of saying, and Friend Maria has literally chosen to flirt with the closest thing to death. That's without being death.
Maria seeming to calm herself down as she steps away from the creature. Well, one time. Anyway, for another time, I think we should give our new friend their leave. As Maria is looking for an exit.
She just waves. I'll be waiting for you. I am very patient.
I'm sure you are. Well, I'm not going to say it was nice meeting you, but have a nice day.
You'll
Maria,
enjoy it
or
more the next time.
Maria spins on her heel and walks away very quickly.
As the party leaves, Riza will just say, "And see, now I'm even more intrigued about you."
Like Bolt is watching this creature with intensity.
Don't worry. All roads that you would walk will eventually lead to me. We will meet again.
Very well.
Hmm.
Suppose it would be nice to meet you from time to time before that point comes, but if you insist.
You'll never understand me until that point comes.
I suppose that's fair.
I feel like the creature that revels in death. I feel like the answer would just be death or everyone. Is the answer everyone?
The answer is a psychopath.
Okay.
Yeah. The Plague
Okay, I don't know
Bolt.
if you already did it, and I just didn't hear it. Because I don't know if you were sending something to Plague Bolt earlier, and I just never got it. Okay. Anyway,
Yeah, it was just then.
sorry. Okay, I just didn't hear it then. My bad.
Maria, having stepped away, is now going through her
I just
journal.
used what it said.
Plague Bolt would poke Maria on the shoulder. The Plague Bolt would really, really suggest it be a wise idea not to flirt with psychopops in the future.
Maria goes wide-eyed. Wait, was that what that was?
Plague Bolt believes so, and a rather strong one.
Team
Plague
deficit.
Bolt thinks friend Maria knows how to pick them.
A psychopomp. I'll remember that. I'll have to look that up later.
It's either that or it was a Reaper, and those are only theoretical creatures. Just the Plague Bolt doesn't want to go into what those could be.
The dragonfly looks up at Cash. You
I wasn't.
are.
I was just moving with people here. I didn't pick that one.
Oh, which one
I
did you
picked this
pick?
guy.
Damn.
It's just everyone was standing there. I picked this guy.
Roll a will save.
Okay.
Well, already starting off strong, aren't we?
Did I pass?
It kind of depends. You see a fox playing a flute and dancing merrily. You feel an irresistible urge to do the same and do indeed do the same.
I will automatically fail a will
I don't know.
save as Risa approaches. She will join in the dance.
What the?
I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna get better than the 10. I don't know if I'm gonna get better than the 11. I don't trust myself today. I don't trust my rolls today.
As Maria walks up and sees this, she covers her ears, leaning over to Plague Bolt. Do not listen to the music.
Plague Bolt? Well, has flap covering her ear for the moment.
Okay. Well, those who are covering your ear won't be able to hear them if they say anything else.
That's fine. Maria's gonna walk away.
Well, since Cash is stuck here, he's gonna ask the fox guy a bunch of questions. To be like, hello, small
Well,
talk.
actually,
I've
I
heard of
suppose-
you ever.
I suppose I should ask the question. If Rita would dance intentionally one way or another, even if she could resist it, does it have to be a failed will save?
No, you can choose to basically fail the will save.
Well, yeah, and that's what I'm saying is if it has to be a chosen failed will save, or if she can just choose to dance.
Well, you would have the will save, and then you could succeed it and then still dance.
Okay, I'll go for that then.
Plague Bolt will also join in because she likes to see what her friends are up to.
There you go. Does
Honestly, then
Risa-
again, might as well use it. This feels like it's the only thing that's gonna happen tonight.
Does
See if I roll worse.
Oh no, there are other things.
I did roll worse.
There are other things. There are going to be serious things tonight.
So does Risa succeed to resisting the urge?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
Plague Bolt does too.
so yeah,
Good for
she,
you guys.
even though she's not swayed by the trance, she will actually join in the dancing.
So then, the fox seems to take the flute from their lips. However, it seems to just suspend itself in midair, playing on its own.
Hello. Who are you? How's your day? I gave him my business card, so Cash doesn't give his name; he just gives his business card instead. This is funky Feywild nonsense.
You should know that we don't exchange names. You may refer to me as Volps, however.
Well enough. Are you someone that we're going to meet in the future?
Who can say? I like to go performing wherever I can find.
Are you someone of super special importance or interest? What do you do?
I play the flute, I dance, I deliver wonderful messages, and then I start parties.
What kind of parties?
all kinds of parties. Sometimes children's parties, sometimes, well, the other kinds of parties. And then other times we just get incredibly wasted and see who's the last one dancing.
Interesting. Interesting.
Plaguebolt wonders what. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, no, you go ahead. That's what I got questions anyway.
Plaguebolt wonders what has you here at the Witch Market, but so far away from everyone else.
Had a message to deliver here. It's all delivered. Dancing.
Plaguebolt tilts her head. So you are. So Plaguebolt hears you are some sort of messenger.
Yes. A messenger of the fox goddess.
Interesting.
Of which one?
The original.
Ah, very well.
Interesting.
Does the fox goddess have a name? Plaguebolt is curious if she's heard of them.
She has many names. The one that your people typically use is Zunari.
I'd like to roll esoteric to see if she knows anything about it. Mostly just surface level stuff.
I'll roll religion.
I'll try anyway.
Fucking nines!
Ooh, I might
Let's
actually
see,
know
baby.
something.
Down know who this bitch is out. Barely trying to figure it out. I'll see that someone else is gonna figure it out for me.
Sorry, one moment. Voice is being a bit fucky. Okay. Sorry, what was the last question?
I don't remember.
One question is 30 enough for Risa to know everything that I know about Inari?
Probably slightly less, but you would definitely know she's the first nine-tailed inheritor.
Okay. Well, also the whole rice fields thing and stuff.
Sure.
I rolled a 23, so I'm guessing Plaguebolt will only know really surface level information.
The rice goddess, and as well someone associated with the Vulpinal Agathian.
Risa would say, Inari. Certainly love her and her followers. They are very great cultivators of the land.
Plaguebolt's only aware of her being a goddess. This of rice and related to Vulpine celestial creatures.
Well, as you have danced, worship to her, may I help you?
Could you tell us more? Could tell Plaguebolt and her friends more about this fox god? We've seen a few deity-like creatures of recent. recalling what happened at the library. Is this one nicer than others we run into?
They're pretty fierce, but just. And in particular, it is said that they are the administrator of the nine-tailed path.
Flagbolt looks curious. The nine-tailed path? Flagbolt is not familiar with.
Risa would say, indeed, Inari was the first to take the path. It's a process of enlightenment that any other kitsune can attempt to follow, and as they do, they become more in tune with their deep innate magic, and eventually becoming incredibly powerful sorcerers, or even potentially gods of their own.
Flagbolt has never heard of such. But the Plague is not a fox. Fox are Kisune, so I guess as the Plague couldn't do something like that, I think the Plague thinks she would look weird if she had 9 tails.
I suppose it would be worth asking, since we met Wraitha earlier. Was she one of Inari's first followers?
He is one who. There was a time when they were on better terms, shall we say.
Understood.
At the end of the day, the gods abandoned this place, and there is no love of them for that.
Unfortunate. Someone like Inari, of any of them, should want to embrace a place like this.
It's a bit rougher. However, if you're interested, there is one I was intended to seek out. Someone capable of handling this. They turn to Cash and pull out a coin that seems to be large, made of bronze, and have two kitsune tails, one on either side.
Oh, how fun. And I'm pretty sure that's like the same kind of coin we had that portal was here.
This is not a witch market coin, and it only responds to a kitsune sorcerer.
Intriguing. I'm curious.
There are some who are not descendants of our god, who have still been deemed incredibly worthy of the blessing, if only they would undertake the special rite. If you find someone who meets those criteria, someone with great ambition, then it would be greatly appreciated if you could pass this along.
Very well. They, does he hand me the coin?
Yep.
Or... Okay, I'd take the coin, I guess. Put it in the pocket.
We should look for someone. We should look for more foxes then. Plaguebolt thinks we'll be seeing a lot more foxes. Or everything's all done.
Risa will just ask, does the coin have to go to someone who's already a kitsune, or could it go to someone who wishes to be one?
It can go to someone who wishes to be one. It can be used up to twice.
Plaguebolt ponders this. Interesting. This market is a place of is a source of so many things that can change one's entire fate. Like, well, is a tad intimidated by how much we've seen today. And apparently, the plague world comes back to here in the future.
Well, given the nature of the potion that was sold, how do you know that the version of you that was here before wasn't a version of you in the past who only forgot everything?
Plague Bolt does look at the potion, wondering if she should use it now. But she decides not to at the moment. Bring up a thought that makes the Plague Bolt uncomfortable.
You should be careful, though. Your portal is about to reopen. You will be lost from here.
Then before we leave, Frieza says, would you happen to have a bottle of spirits I could drink to join you and dance once more in the future?
Make it to me again, and I shall make sure that we partake in such a thing.
Very well.
Anyway, I am having vision issues, so I'm going to take a 5 to 10 minute break.
Alright.
Yokodoki.
Talk amongst yourselves.
In character or otherwise.
Either way.
With that, and the warning that they're going to get booted out soon, the Plague Bolt would just take a moment to sit on the ground and ponder everything that's happened, kind of sitting near where Maria is.
Maria is already sitting on
Just
the ground, staring at the feathers she bought, making notes in her alchemy book.
The Plague Bolt
Mumbling
looks up. Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
No, you.
Mumbling something about a mutagen.
Plague Bolt would look up at Cash. Friend Cash, what do you make of all this? This time strangeness makes the Plague Bolt's head hurt.
Hello.
just that
Can
it
you hear me?
is quite interesting. I've never
All right.
been on this much
Hang on a sec.
adventure before, but I'm very good at compartmentalizing. Yeah. Just simply don't think about it too hard. And then your head won't hurt as much. That's what I do when I feel. That's what I've been doing this whole time. I'm just like, oh well. And I expected odd strangeness when I decided to move along with you all.
Well, Plague Bolt is glad to have friend Cash along. And maybe Plague Bolt should learn this compartmentalizing to not think nearly as hard.
Mm-hmm. It's a very difficult word to say. So.
Well, if you have not noticed, Plague Bolt does not speak the best. She tries her best, and she thinks she speaks very well. But, truthfully, the Plague Bolt mostly speaks in Draconic. Common tongue is still tricky for her.
Well, you speak plenty well, Plague Bolt. You are understandable, and that is what is necessary.
Plague Bolt still can't help think about what happened to a former friend who became God of Library. Plague Bolt has a feeling that's going to come back to bite us in the backside.
Oh, it seems it definitely will. I do not believe letting out a dragon is the best is the best thing, and they'll definitely come and give us recourse.
The thing is, with Plague Bolt. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Well, it wasn't exactly like we had a choice. We had no idea they were going to do that. And once they set their plan into motion, none of us were powerful enough to stop them.
Yes,
Plague
of
Bolt
course.
just
I'm not blaming any of us. Go ahead.
Plague Bolt just thought we were going to return some stupid books, make a bit of money, and find new allies to work with, not end up with a friend with dreams of deification, usurping some sort of strange library and kicking us out.
Yes, well, that's where I tried to leave immediately, and then, well, that one decided to do that.
Plague
I
Bolt
mean,
feels bad if he didn't listen to Friend Catch.
spending all of eternity in a library with all of the world's knowledge in it doesn't sound terrible, Maria sighs. I had considered making a deal with the dragon myself, but, well, things happened.
I'm sure that crossed most everyone's minds, but I I would implore people to think about whether or not they can pay such prices that a dragon would want before they consider.
I mean, think of all the alchemical knowledge that must be stored in those tomes.
The Plague Bolt would poke Seeker. What do you think of everything that's happened, Friend Seeker?
It has been a very confusing, confuddled mess. I'm still thinking about our friend who decided to become a deity of a library, and where did they send Laura? Where is he now? Are we going to have to worry about that in the future?
So definitely.
Very
She,
much so.
she is almost sure that it's going to somehow become our problem to deal with.
I don't mean... I truly am sorry if this offends any of you, but now it makes me question my ability to trust anyone.
The Plague Bolt cannot really blame Friend Seeker.
That is an understandable reaction, but I would implore you to keep your trust within folks. Trust is what keeps society together. That's what keeps everything together. If you lose your wherewithal, it would only put you in a downward spiral. So at least that I would not do such a thing.
And so I am trying not to think about it. Eye twitches.
Well, if any of you do wish to, in fact, speak about it, I'm willing to listen.
It is
I also know
appreciated.
other people who are willing to listen and know more about this whole dealing with traumatic events. I also have insurance, so I can try to get in contact with a therapist.
I don't need a therapist.
Plague Bolt questions what a therapist is.
Oh, it is a person whose job is to talk to you to figure out all your problems as an awakened creature.
That sounds.
All your mental problems.
The Plague Bolt thinks that sounds like what a bartender does, that they also give you drinks.
Hmm. Well, bartender, then most of their job is just drinks, but you can substitute, but it would be rude to do so. I thought, because dumping all your problems on someone who is not their job to listen to would seem rude.
Don't forget to unmute.
Hi,
Alright.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Hi back, I'm Dad.
I am ready. I am ready now that I've discussed how I wanted to TPK you.
Very
Yeah,
good
I'm in on this.
proposal.
Yeah, I'm in on the diabolical scheme.
Is there anything you want to do before we go?
It means we should kill Riza. Was there on the scheme?
Oh, actually, I suppose. How long would it take for Riza to ask around for the made-up item I came up with?
That'll be a next one then.
Okay, very well.
Now you gotta come back next time. It's only once per customer. Does that apply forever, or is it just once per customer per visit? Like if we come back again, can we buy again?
Every
Same stall?
every person can only use the coin once.
Or
But
we
that
get
only
another
counts
coin?
for the but that only counts for the person who triggers a coin. Every person can only use a coin once.
So
Okay.
each time we could bring everybody, we would just have to use a different person each time.
Okay, and then we would be able to purchase at the same stall again.
To be clear, Seeker is the one who used the coin this time.
Mm-hmm.
So you would need another person who has not used the coin to use it to create the portal.
Okay. I forgot how we even used this coin in the first place. I forgot what he did to trigger it.
I think Seeker just tossed it to. Was it cash?
Nope.
I know I flipped it, and then somehow ended up in your hands, and you did something, and I don't know what else you did.
You flicked it at me, and then I don't know what happened after that.
Wish.
Oh right, duh.
You made a wish for what? What did you even wish for? Wait.
He was just wishing to know what the coin did.
Yep.
Ah,
That was quite
that's
literally
right.
it.
That's right. You did. That's right. That's right. Do we end up back in the bar?
Does anyone have anything left
No.
that they want to ask the kitsune? Then you don't end up in the bar when the portal eats you up. Oh.
Typical.
Sorry. It spits you into a locked building.
Oh no. Do I fit in here?
Yes.
Okay. What kind of building does it look like?
It looks like a prison.
A prison? God damn it.
An empty prison.
Do you want me to drop them there on the actual map?
No.
Okay.
Man. Is it dark?
Like in a
It is
cell.
dark and spooky. Not spooky. Even worse.
As they suddenly
pull
find
out-
themselves in there, Risa will just comment, well, I really should consider looking for something that could give me access to the sun even in places like this.
Maria
end up.
says, I think I know I think I've heard of a recipe for bottled sunlight.
Well, there's that, but I'm talking about for an hour's long meditation. Bottled sunlight won't do.
Roll perception.
Everyone?
Mhm.
24.
Worship.
Damn, nice.
My familiar rolled high too.
Two ties. Ooh.
All right, everyone who rolled above 24 5. You
Damn.
notice that the prison that you are in is a circular structure from which you can see above and below any number of different cells all at the edges. The lights are mostly off. It seems abandoned. Unless all the inhabitants are invisible, which is possible, of course.
Well, I guess we should start finding a way out of here. Maria
Does anyone have the light cantrip?
Maria pulls a bottle out of her bag and pours it onto her staff. Smacking it against the ground, her staff glows like a torch.
Oh, how nice. I'm going to use mine. Well, yes, I concur. Let's try to find an escape, an exit.
Well, wonders what kind of place this even is.
This is freaky.
Well, clearly it's a prison of some kind. It appears to be abandoned. Let's hope that's the case. Otherwise, breaking into a prison is a crime. Maria sighs. I'm really getting tired of being teleported into restricted areas.
Who takes the lead?
Well, we'll take the
Right.
lead.
I can go
Or-
second. Or I guess I should go last because I don't want anyone to get like stuck in between, behind me, because I might not fit in these doors.
Is this place too dark for dark vision to work normally?
No.
Okay. Well, then Risa will take the
I'm
whatever next
asking
spot is.
who's going first, mostly for who's going to roll survival to lead the party.
Let's check the party sheet for these
Well,
skills.
I believe Plague already volunteered.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah,
Roll
Plague holds this
survival.
average. Yeah.
And
Or
we're still
less points than
whatever.
Plague Bolt would lead you around for about an hour before eventually coming to a large, imposing metal door.
Plagueful. This building reminds Plagueful of some of the runes she's explored. Just as twisted and confusing. She would head up to the door to look to see if there's any form of lock on it.
Roll perception.
Jeez.
Maria and Ashar are also going to examine the door.
Is there any gaps on the door? Any gaps underneath the side?
Ones that are maybe paper thin.
There's a maybe paper. Okay. All right, hold on. Let me see what I can do with basic. Where the fuck is my kinetic thingy? Kinetic basekinesis.
Maybe we should just try opening it first. They never said
Yeah.
it's locked.
Well, might be worthwhile if everyone stands back. I'll volunteer to open it.
Maria stands back.
Does Plague Bolt find a lock on it? Mechanism of opening it.
Plaguebolt rolled a 14. A 15 for a perception. I don't think she should shit.
No, it seems to be a very strange lock that none of you have ever encountered before.
Does
Well,
it have
door, not
a
lock.
thing for a key? Okay. Just has no lock on it? No mechanism for opening it?
It does not seem to have a handle.
No handle? Okay, I push on it to try and open it.
Nope.
Once everyone stepped back. Okay.
I'm sorry.
So
I
there's
have
paper
thin.
Wait, wait.
Everyone
There's
else
paper.
didn't.
Yes.
Do you try to use your elementalist abilities?
Yes, that's what I'm
Kineticist.
gonna say. Yes, that's what I was gonna try to do. Just that. I was going to attempt to. I'm gonna make in my hand a sheet the like foot long, foot wide sheet, really thin sheet of titanium. Just put it onto the door to the gaps, try and get it under, and then I'm gonna use proliferate to make it expand to fill its square under the door, so that it fills up and I can try to yoink to move it. Yeah.
I would note it is a metal door.
Well, yes, but base kinesis can't do anything to sculpted objects, to crafted objects. So if it's been malformed by by people hands, then they can't do shit to it.
But you are capable of manipulating polarity.
Oh, yeah, I can do that. I do, yes.
While this is going on, Maria walks up to the door and knocks a shave and a haircut on the door.
No answer.
Hmm.
Does Cash try to manipulate, use their magnetic abilities?
Yes, I've heard pull the door off of it. So yoink at the door with my magnetic capabilities.
For some strange reason, the door seems to be easily repelled, open. It flies inward.
Awesome. There we are. Just took a couple tries, figured it out.
Like,
All right.
That's
Yeah.
one way to do it.
I step in to make sure nothing kills anybody.
I will say
with a
there
Korean knife.
seems to be only room, at least from what you can see, for either one large or two medium creatures. Who goes?
Okay. So it's just a cell eventer.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I step back to let other people look in because I was looking. Is there anything? Is there any other way for us to go aside from this?
Well, you could always turn around, but not into the room. No.
Yeah, turn around. Anywhere else for us to go besides this wet doorway?
Well, presumably there would be the opposite way that you came, and then you could just see if there's stuff past there.
Yes, that's what I meant.
Yeah, that is also an option.
Okay, but I presume people want to look in this little cell first,
Okay.
so they can see it.
The Plaguebolt would peer into the cell herself. Well, drawing the dagger, she is not entirely sure it's actually her treasure dagger or not. She's still confused on how that worked.
So, who goes in then?
Plaguebolt.
Who else?
Bigger.
Okay, Seeker and Plaguebolt go in. Suddenly, another door appears there, and you hear something that sounds vaguely like locking. Plaguebolt, Seeker, roll will saves.
You guys locked yourself in.
Oh,
Oh my god.
I
Yeah,
have
these
the.
both gave me
Oh
point.
no. Polar fucking opposites.
Not like me tonight.
Mm.
Well,
Yeah.
Plaguebolt sees the mysteries of the universe unfold before her. It's just a different universe that she doesn't happen to be inhabiting at the moment. Seeker. Wait, no, that wasn't perception, right? That was will saving. God damn it. I've been dying to use
That's
that
what
joke
you
for so
asked
long.
for.
Look, I've been dying to use that joke so long, and I forgot that's not what I asked for this time.
Oh no.
Anyway, Plague Bolt, you see. You see what you can only describe as a lich, a strong skeletal creature who appears to be wearing a hideous and frightening metal armor that makes you want to get the fuck out of here.
Plaguebolt doesn't sound like this. Eek! And runs away, if she can. No, she's going to run off entirely randomly, by the way.
Like Bolt runs into a wall. Seeker sees Seeker sees a strange sight. It is a kitsune with teal eyes who seems to be reading through something on a clipboard. She wears a glowing tiger pelt.
Oh god. That's so tacky.
Hello.
I think he was
Plaguebolt is
pronounced
knocked
hot.
out.
So Seeker, roll perception.
I see an average amount of things.
Very averagely.
About 3 yards stand between you and the fox-like creature who seems to be sitting at what you can only guess to be a warden's desk. When she hears you, she suddenly appears right in front of you. In an instant.
Hello. I'm sorry, I think we're a little lost.
Oh, so then, getting lost inside a prison, that's a rather dreadful affair. Seeker would notice this sounds almost exactly like Vlogger, even if she looks different. Her skin's slightly metallic, interestingly enough. Or no, her fur, not skin, birds.
Yes, we just appeared here? I honestly don't know how we got here. Terribly sorry for intruding. Would you mind helping us leave?
Worry not, I'm an intruder here too.
Oh.
Seeker goes over to Plaguebolt and tries to shake her awake.
Are you okay?
Scary. That's scary.
What's scary?
She is still knocked out for a moment.
Seeker tries to drape Plaguebolt over their back and carry them along.
You wouldn't happen to know the way out of here, would you?
Certainly, though, that's also going to be a bit of an ordeal. Unfortunately, the entrance to the Panopticon decided that it was not going to be cooperative today, and, well, was broken. This is a demi-plane, by the way.
Oh, that's not good.
It's fine, there is another exit, but it's a bit more of a ordeal to get to.
Hmm.
One assumes that you've come with friends, correct?
Yes, 3 others besides this one.
Seeker jostles Plaguebolt slightly.
What? The plague wolf's awake. Oh, the plague wolf has a headache.
Are you gonna be okay?
The
You
plague bull
startled
just
really badly.
the plague bull just looks up at the skeletal creature.
Right into the wall again, and right knocked over again.
Hey, what's up with her?
Don't know. I've heard that the serpent folk tend to have strange eccentricities. There we go.
Saying that again. He's running into walls for one thing.
The Seeker picks up Plaguebolt again.
So, I think the door we came through locked behind us. How did you get in here, if you're an intruder?
Oh, I just walked.
Hmm. Suppose that's as good as answers any. Why are you in here, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, this place was famously used to torture prisoners, and there were some twisted creatures who are still here and not knowing the sweet taste of death, and also unable to be saved, decided that I would use them as experimental test subjects before giving them sweet release from life.
Ah,
Unfortunately, my experiments went a bit awry, and we got into a bit of necromancy.
did you accidentally raise any of them?
Yes.
Oh boy. I hope you're not planning on using us as experiments.
No, that would be terribly unethical. The only reason I did it with these creatures is they were beyond saving and were going to be killed after the fact anyway.
I think now's a good time to say to roll an insight check.
Yeah, it is a good time.
I did that wrong. I did that wrong. Very good.
He seems to be telling you the truth.
Hmm.
Sorry to
Well,
contend.
why do I Plaguebolt is so frightened?
Oh, I did have to cast an illusion spell when killing the creature that I'm wearing now. Forgot to undo that.
Illusion spell to look like what?
Well, I convinced them that I was a lich.
Now her running into the wall makes a little more sense.
I
Like
suppose
all
that's
twitches the
actually
leg.
quite fair.
Like Bolt just grunts in her dazed state.
Shake, shake,
Scary.
shake.
I will let the DM determine when Plague Bolt is capable of actually waking back up from that.
I'll say that she took 6 damage, but she is awake.
Okay. At this point, being shaken does wake the Plague Bolt up. Huh? What's it? Where'd Lich go? Big scary. A bone monster.
There's no lich, it's fine.
Plague Bolt saw it.
She just looked like a lich, that's all.
By the way, would you like help out?
Plague
Yes,
Bolt
please.
has a massive headache. What is... Wait. Who are you?
She would tap
Oh.
both of you, and suddenly you find yourselves on the other side of the door.
What just happened?
We got teleported.
Well, you wished to go out of the room, so I took you out. You are now reunited with the party.
So you seem to have
Ash was sort of looking at the other room, so I don't know if they told me about this or what was happening. Oh, but that's funny.
Hello, everyone. We're back.
welcome back.
The Plague Bolt has given herself a massive migraine. Plague Bolt also does not like liches.
Yes, well, I often find them terribly annoying to have to deal with, so one can certainly agree with you on that one. Anyway, so the party would see another version of Flagra.
When did we get here? Oh. The fog room? I guess I'd ask once I get back here because Cash doesn't know the context. How are you a different time version of yourself?
I was also wondering about that.
A different time version of myself? She
Yes,
seems
you're
unclear.
Flogger, right? Unless you're a different creature altogether.
I am the only flocker I know of.
So, how'd you get out of the dragon library? How'd you break it? How'd you break the curse already?
I think that's a different friend than Cash. So if I
Well,
recall right,
okay.
Flagra
I
was
don't know
involved with a
I don't know
pirate.
who people are. Okay, that's right. Okay. Alright, then Cash would that say though, because I myself am just bad with names. And I'm pretty sure the other two pretty sure they will also start with an F. I'm bad with names, sorry.
Waylon just shows up. Flagra, where's Chapette?
That is a
Oh my
viable
God.
choice. So we don't have a leveled down version of Waylon sheet.
It's also not dual class.
Yeah, he's just a straight up barbarian.
Probably could
I
take
can
that.
work on forming something later, but it is getting close to the time where I need to get into bed.
Anyways, the Plague Bolt asked, "Why is friend Flagra no longer a pirate? Did you take on a different job? Did you get rid of your airship? The Plague Bolt would be disappointed if you got rid of your airship."
Is this a symptom of merging with your other half?
I'm afraid I've never had an airship. Nor have I ever been a pirate. I am most assuredly merely an inquisitor.
Plague World does not know an Inquisitor is, but now the Plague World wonders if we are dealing with a different time or if we are dealing with a different reality, and the Plague World's not sure which one of those terrifies her more.
I feel like if we were technically, I feel like being in a different time would also become a different reality. But I understand what you mean. I think we might be both. Or I guess it'll end up being one,
Maria
which would be
shrugs.
different reality.
It's able to say, unfortunately, I'm not entirely familiar with what an Inquisitor is in this case. I've heard the word thrown around a couple of times, but never really looked into it.
What an Inquisitor is.
Would that be a society or religion check?
Society.
God damn, I'm on the wrong garbage.
There we go. There's my smart cookie, Maria.
There's the girl rolls.
Depending on if that roll is high enough or not, I have a joke.
There you go.
Wait, out of character, wasn't that the group we joined?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Risa didn't join it though.
That's right. That's right. That is the.
Well, I certainly didn't expect another member of the Inquisition to be here.
He says, having been sent on a mission to fetch a member of the
Oh,
Inquisition.
yes. I did check inside my pocket at the little red piece of rolled up paper. Remind myself what we're supposed to be doing.
Well, to be fair, we did get sent on a mission to find a member of the Inquisition, but we, as far as I'm aware, didn't actually go to the place we were expecting or anything. We just kind of appeared here.
That is true. We just apparated.
Maria indicates that she is also a member of the Inquisition. Whatever that would be.
I see. So, you're the ones they sent after me. Well, I did indeed come here for a bit of a spell in order to look into making more reliable teammates.
I see.
In terms of enhancing people or in terms of raising the dead?
Neither. You see, the guards, the guardians of the Panopticon, had to be incredibly well modified, past even being sentient creatures. They were all manipulated by a warden because they were all replaceable and without personality. There was no one to get close to and end up losing. And I found that an appealing idea.
I see. So more like constructs.
Something like that, yes. Bit more sophisticated than your typical construct, but in a literal sense, certainly. Unfortunately, when I got here, I found out that this entire place had become used as a hunting den for a bunch of tigers. So, when I dispatched of them, I made sure to skin one of them. Very fancy little coat they have.
Big Bulge failed. You skinned one of them? Due to her now disdain for meat, that makes her a little woozy.
User actually has quite the expression on her face at that one.
Interesting.
I prefer not to just throw away good meat and skins from the creatures I have to kill.
Big Bulge just help ask you to keep the meat as far away from her as possible.
I take it then this place doesn't allow you to return creatures to the earth.
I wouldn't care about returning those creatures to the earth. Vile things.
Vile things. I take it these aren't normal tigers then.
No, they're phase tigers. They're creatures who hop around between different planes.
Ah, aberrations then. Understood.
There's not much reasoning with them.
No, I imagine not. My Riddick contracts don't necessarily require me to care quite as much about extraplanar creatures like that.
But I will say, for all the annoyance those creatures cause me, they do make a wonderful coat.
Like Bold is. She's wearing a coat right now, right?
Yes.
Plaguebolt is curiously looking it over. Plaguebolt wonders, does the hides offer any special protections?
No, I don't really use this for armor. Do you wish to go down? That is where the exit shall be.
Plaguebolt doesn't think we have much of a choice.
I would prefer not to stay here for the rest of my days. Let's get out of here.
She looks to Riza, Cash, and Seeker.
Yes, he'd agreed.
This place, unfortunately, is far too separated from any place I'd prefer to be.
Let's get out of here.
Very well then. Um, Sorry. With a wave of her hand, you suddenly find yourselves translocated to a cave.
Plaguebolt daggers. Plaguebolt's getting tired of so many teleportations.
This is getting excessive, I would agree.
Still, at least the Plaguebolt didn't have to walk to. Wait, where is this?
This is as deep as I can take you. We need to make it all the way to the other end, and hopefully, after we've gotten there and gotten the right ingredients, we will be able to leave this place. Oh, and for the record, that's what the coat does.
Well, thinks that coat would be an interesting thing to eventually look into getting. So, who's taking lead? Needs the Plague Ball to ask.
Maria.
Let's see, we're doing survival again.
Well, I have the torch.
I would warn you, my gate is not functioning properly, so I shall not be much help dealing with the creatures here.
Don't worry. You got us down here. The Plague Bolt and her friends will make sure you get out of here in one piece. Ideally.
Yeah, she's gonna. Go ahead, sir.
And if all else fails, the Plague Bolt and her friends are probably good distractions.
I'll go ahead and go last to make sure nobody gets stuck.
Let me know if I need to stop.
See? Or Seeker went. That's right. Seeker went to sleep. Why is he still? Why are they still? Why is he still in chat? If he's just going to sleep.
If he's going to sleep, we'll probably handle some of this tomorrow then. There's a little bit of combat.
Tomorrow?
Or not,
It's hard work,
sorry,
I know,
next week. Having a moment.
Okay.
Then should we stop here or?
Yeah, we'll stop here.
Alright.
Radical.
Thanks, guys.
This was fun.
Love
That's
you all.
always fun.
Love you all, and hasta la vista.
Hasta la vista.
Bye.